WrestleMania is gonna live forever.
This title means you have to be the best there is.
Yeah. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, gift stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like, jet flying, son of a gun. Open your ears and I will sing you a beautiful melody. Open your eyes and I will show you the wonders of this world. Walk by my side and I will lead you to paradise. Oh my God! Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Wrestling fans, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to the Wrestling Junkeez podcast. I am with Jaern the Golden Son. Unfortunately tonight, Chris couldn't make it. He had to deal with some daddy duties. No problem. We got a new member of the Wrestling Junkeez podcast here. I want to introduce to you everybody. He's hailing from the 619. He is Polo Pat.
What's
What
the
up,
deal,
Polo?
everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Junkeez, y'all. It's my first time with the Junkeez. This is a great opportunity, y'all. Very excited to get in here. Let's do this wrestling thing with all the squad, man. What's good, fellas?
Good, man. I mean, glad to have you with us.
Appreciate it.
You were a random guest
Yes,
on
I
one of our
was.
lives, man.
Yes, I was.
And he has made his way into one of the spots for this junkie shit that we do. It's fucking cool.
That's really super dope, man. I promise you guys, it was the name alone caught my attention. I was like, anybody saying some wrestling junkies, that means they can't live without this. And that's that's exactly how I feel about wrestling, man. You know, I got a crazy my whole wrestling love journey it's like a good and bad relationship, but something you never give up on, man. So I have to be a junkie with the way I feel about it. So it's only right. It's only right.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been watching this shit since we were little kids, man. I mean, I started around 6 years old. I think Ernest started a little younger.
I started about 6 and 7 myself.
You know what? Let's hear your origin story of wrestling. Break it down for us.
I can do that. So like I said, I live right now. I'm out here in Nia Jackson, Rey Mysterio town in Dago, but I hail from Pasadena, so I'm a LA baby. So I just want to say, being that I was born in the 80s, when around 93, 94, I was about 6, 7. My uncle, shout out to my Uncle Andre, man, I love you to death. He was a wrestling fan. My Uncle Andre was really big on Vader. Ultimate Warrior was his guy. He was a Mr. Perfect guy, Ted DiBiase. But The Undertaker was the very first match I ever saw. Damn, what was my match? I can't even lie. Undertaker was my first match I saw, but the wrestler that when I saw him and I was just like, this is something that I could see myself looking at for the rest of my life was the Ultimate Warrior. The physique, just the physique, the energy. To see a guy just look like that, you know, the ropes tied around his arms, I just thought his energy was off the chain. And then from that moment on, I was stuck. And then, of course, when you get a little older, I saw a guy by the name of you guys probably heard of him. His name is Shawn Michaels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, not really a big star or anything.
Right. You know, that guy, he came out and I don't even think I have to say too much. Shawn Michaels was the guy that really made me say, yeah, this is the greatest thing. Then I didn't realize just how deep that screw job was, but obviously we were all old enough to see that. And that is what really made me go like, yeah, this is something I want to watch for the rest of my life. And I've just always I had to wiggle my way into becoming a wrestling fan because, my grandma was very church-based. Same as other people probably, they don't think any of that stuff is intriguing for a young person to watch. Then they just say, forget it, you're going to love it, and then they don't care anymore. So 93, 94 is when it all started. By the time 2000 came, I was 13, 14, and like I said, that's around WrestleMania 17. That's the moment that changed my forever wrestling life. Undertaker was my first match I saw. HBK is the one that made me want to forever watch it. But all the way up until then, when that Rock Austin feud happened, is what made me go like, yeah, this is something that's going to be a part of my life.
Oh yeah,
for the rest of my life.
Shit was lit. I love that little era.
So, are you primarily a WWE fan right now? I know you watched a little bit of AEW. You mentioned it here and there.
Mm-hmm. For me, this is one of the, not to go off on it, but this is one of the few things that I will give credit to social media for nowadays is being younger. If you wanted to be a hardcore ECW fan or TNA back in the days, you had to really either make it there or you really had to pay all that money back then to watch these shows. And then it's a hell of a lot harder when you're 12 years old also. So, now I'm turning all those greats that I missed when they were younger. Those are a lot of nostalgia moments for me that I'm getting to rewatch, relive. So any of my favorite wrestlers or favorite characters that I probably thought I knew a lot of knowledge of from past history, now getting to rewatch some of these great independent matches only helps my fandom of everything wrestling. I do dabble in TNA. I am a New Japan fan, mainly for the love of Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega in New Japan is one of the dopest things ever. AEW, I used to watch AEW, then I fell off completely because WWE got back on track.
Yeah.
And then I started actually realizing how you're supposed to run a proper wrestling show, and watching AEW, you get to see the things that you like. You see where your flaws and what you like in wrestling can be taking place. I have a lot of love for AEW. There's a lot of great talent over there. I'm not saying that the company is not, all that typical AEW slander. I'll never do it because we still, there's still professional wrestlers in there and they still have to put on a show. But yes, WWE does have the top spot in my heart. But I root for every promotion out there. Whether you're up and coming or you're like number 2, 3, or 4. I 1000% just support wrestling. Period. But yeah, always will be WWE number 1.
Nice. All right.
I'm the same way, but I think people here, Brock knows, like, I'm a hardcore fanboy for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I'll always choose them first. I feel like they're the NBA. Everything else is second. I did cheer for AEW for a minute, like the beginning part, because it was like all guerrilla, and it had a lot of high hopes, and they kind of ruined it for me after their horrible booking.
Let me ask you a question when it comes to the AEW. This is for the both of you guys. Were you guys like, all right, AEW is on to something new when Tony Khan was bringing out all original people outside of like the original 5, you know what I mean? The Bucks and Cody and all that stuff, having any WWE ties, right? Were you guys like, this could really be something great?
Yep.
And then did your opinion on the company just slowly start to go a different direction once Tony just got just bring back ex superstars from other brands, just when he got crazy with that for those couple months last year or whatever, when he just every 2 weeks it was just a WWE guy.
Yep.
Did that turn you guys off, or did that give you guys
turn me off.
Excitement? It was a turn off?
Yep. It felt like WCW all over again. It's like,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For me, it wasn't so much the influx of WWE talent. It's the way they're being used. It's I guess the fact he has too much talent. There's too many people on that roster. He even said himself recently, he's like, unfortunately, I can't use a lot of people all the time because we have so many people on the roster. I have to keep rotating, and that's an issue. And even when he does rotate these people, you get maybe a solid 2 or 3 months at a time of a certain star, and then he disappears. How are you supposed to connect with anybody as a star, as a wrestler, as a character when you only see them for 2 or 3 months at a time, and then they disappear for another 5 months?
Right. I have a friend that I have this very topic back and forth with a lot. If you guys were to expose a person to wrestling for the first time, would you show them a WWE match or would you show them an AEW match?
WWE.
And last part, are there extra things that play into which brand would build their impulse better?
Well, WWE, because they've got the pomp and circumstance. They've got the entertainment aspect down. You know, AEW is very wrestling driven, and for somebody you're trying to show wrestling to, as much as we as wrestling junkies, quote unquote, love the aspect of the in-ring product, the casual person outside that doesn't know wrestling isn't gonna really get into that. They're not gonna look at MJF versus Will Ospreay as, oh my god, what an incredible fucking match. They went 60 minutes. I don't think a casual fan trying to get into wrestling is gonna be able to sit down for a 60-minute match. You got to show them.
So do you think that a casual wrestling fan getting introduced to wrestling for the first time is more concerned about just good wrestling, or do they want to watch a good show?
I think they want to watch a show.
Yeah, they're more compelled to the show. I think the wrestling will come in later when you get into our level of like IQ on wrestling.
Facts.
Yeah, because think about it. None of us got into wrestling for the wrestling. We probably got into it. You said Shawn Michaels, you know.
I wanted to come back to wrestling every week because as a child, there were only, I want to make a little joke, but I'm dead serious. There were 2 things in life as a child that scared me. When Michael Jackson came out of the ground in the Thriller music video, and when Undertaker would make the arena go black. When he would come out, all the purple smoke, and that used to give me chills. I used to be nervous at Taker, man. So that was like, this is so scary, but yet I want to see it again. Like, you know. But let's get into this week, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Did everybody get a chance to tune in to Monday Night Raw tonight? Or on Monday night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I think that was one of the greatest Raws we've had in some years. I would say
from start to finish, right?
Yes,
man. So let's start it off. So Gunther comes out first time with the belt. First off, I want to ask you fellas, how did Gunther look with that title on him? Does it look good?
Great. Looked like $1 million.
Dude, well
he got the suit. He's trimmed down obviously from his days as Walter. He looks like a star. He feels like a star.
When you look at him from before, oh my god.
I have a thing on the suit. I don't want to sound like somebody else that had the same opinion on this, but I don't think Gunther needs a suit. Gunther comes out in anything. His energy is not needed for that. We can leave the suits to Cody, man, and The Miz. You know, Gunther is I'm just out here. I'm a wrestler. I beat everybody and I leave. Like, who cares about what I look like? You know? But Randy came out. Randy had something to say about that. Randy wanted to remind us all, you didn't pin me. So
the only reason you're champion is because of me.
Yeah.
You, quote unquote, beat me at King of the Ring, and my shoulders weren't down. You know it, and Triple H knows it.
So I just want to ask you guys, we all watched King of the Ring, right?
Yes, sir.
So were Randy's shoulders were clearly not down, right?
Clearly.
I'm asking an obvious question, but Randy's shoulders were not down, right?
Oh.
So, if Randy wins at Bash at Berlin, that's going to be number 15. That will be title reign 15, which would put him only behind Ric Flair and John Cena. Are we rooting for that?
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it'll be cool. But Hunter, he can't be a transitional champion. That
Right.
sucks.
For a month? Gunther with
For
the
a
belt
month.
for a month?
3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks at this moment.
3 weeks to
until
the
Bash
3
at
weeks
Berlin.
to the day, huh? Because
That's a disrespect to Gunther.
Bash at Berlin is at the end of this month, so it would be
Yep.
in the. He would lose the title or win the title and gain the title in the same month. That's
Yeah, no.
diabolical. That's diabolical for Gunther.
I mean, they're gonna make it like that, where WWE starts becoming crazy competitive for the title. Imagine they just start hot potatoing it for a minute.
You could
That'd
take
be
it back
kinda
to the
cool.
Attitude Era where people were they were dropping the belts on Monday Night Raw every 2 weeks back then.
Different
That'd be
time
cool.
though. I would prefer longer reigns because that's what the company is going for right now.
I mean,
They're going
that's what made
for,
Roman Reigns.
I mean,
the
they're going
longer
for those
reign.
long title reigns. They're going for those long stories. They're not really hot potatoing anything right now.
But do you think that they're trying to give long reigns because they have to establish the next lineage of generational greats?
Yeah.
Like, like 50 years from now, we still can't go. I mean, we can, but 50 years from now, we still can't be saying that the standard is Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair and Bruno Sammartino and Bob Backlund. Like, now at that point, that's when the Roman and Gunther and
Gunther needs to get his run.
Huh?
He shouldn't drop that belt for like 2-3 years.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
So,
Damn.
You think Gunther should go on a baby Roman?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think there's too many other people.
But he has to
waiting
have
in those
bangers. But he has to have banger feuds for all years. Roman, it took a minute for him to get good feuds.
Yeah.
Some of his feuds were kind of lame in the beginning.
Oh yeah, we can go on a handful of rant. We can go on we can make this whole episode about the bullshit opponents. My most least, the one, I'm not gonna make this theme, I'm just saying. The least relevant title defense that Roman had his entire reign, and I love my boy, but my boy Claudio Castagnoli, aka Cesaro, that was such a pointless feud. I saw nothing in that. KO got 2 shots.
Yeah. And that was completely botched.
Right?
Oof, that was bad.
Roman's best title reign match ever was his double stack against DB and Edge, bro. That's forever goated. Let's just acknowledge that.
I like him and Zayn too, man. Zayn was good. That was a real good feud.
Because it was so much story put into that one. All other Roman's title defenses, there was no emotion behind any of them outside of the Brock shit. But they got 8-9 years of history.
Yeah. That should be in a video game. The Brock and Roman Reigns feud.
Man, that should have been a showcase match, man. Don't get me started on all those pointless ass showcase matches in 24, man. But back to Monday Night Raw, man. How do you guys feel about Odyssey Jones' debut?
I thought it was very impressive. Very good.
They made a superstar. They made a new superstar.
A little late. A year too late, to be precise.
And I like how Xavier is selling that he's not happy about it. Like, he's kind of like...
You saw that?
What about Biggie? Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't the only person that caught that. Right. I'm so happy that you saw that. Because
Xavier was caught off guard.
Yep.
It was kind of like, Kofi. What's the deal? We were supposed to be a team. Why wasn't I informed about Odyssey?
Like, why would you not even tell me?
Yeah, I got backup, dude. We got some help. Nah, just shows up out of nowhere. Wearing a New Day t-shirt on top of that. He's not in the New Day. Why is he wearing the t-shirt?
Why? Who anointed you a new? Yeah.
And this could actually like throw a swerve where maybe Xavier like leaves a New Day.
Man, I kind of hoping for it because my boy Xavier needs
zero.
Yeah, Code Zero with the Final Testament. He can go Black Gothic. Ooh.
Oh, man.
What's his?
Hey, did you?
I know, Ernest, you like the Final Testament. I'm not all on board. What do you
I
think,
mean,
Paulo?
I like them if they have a better storyline. Their storyline is trash. They're
Okay.
They're fucking feuding with nobody.
So here's my thing on the Final Testament. Where's Scarlet for one? That would make them so much better to look at. Where's Scarlet? Number two, how is Paul Ellering one of the greatest managers of all time? He's not even held a mic once.
Nope.
AOP should just be like, they should be what type of time Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed is on, but just as a tag team. Like they shouldn't even be with nobody. They should just be out there, Braun Breaker and
They should be
Bronson Reed.
destroying everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
They should be the new APA. Like whoever wants to hire them, hire us.
That's a good idea.
They should just be hired help, right? Just Carlos money, go get the APA, and they just take you out backstage.
Yeah. That's kind of what they originally were, weren't they? They were kind of just like hired goons.
Their first run, correct? You're talking about their first
run?
No,
they came in with they were supposed to be the new with Paul Ellering. They came in with Paul Ellering.
Their first run, not this return with Karrion. The first time before they got released.
Yeah, they were with Paul Ellering
on main roster. They got released. I'm talking about main roster. When they came to main roster, they weren't with Paul Ellering anymore.
Oh no! They started with NXT.
Yes,
with Paul Ellering, but they were kind of being like the new Legion of Doom. They could have been like that powerhouse tag team that Paul Ellering was bringing up again.
They come in here looking like some Middle Eastern SWAT team, bro. Like nobody should be. I don't know. I'm hurt by that because the Common Rays they're good too. They're not bad. They're like I don't know.
They got the ass of it with Vince McMahon. So hopefully Triple H is kind of like settling them in, and then they're gonna get some future storyline in the end because they're good, bro. They could be in some like.
Do you think this New Testament situation is a little bit? Is it still carrying from a little bit of what Vince probably had with them, and they're playing it out, or is this somebody just back there coming up with some BS? Like, is Robert Roode back there just bad producing for AOP and Karrion in them?
Man, I don't know.
I think they just put them all together because there's nothing for them.
Which sucks because Cross has been so great in every other promotion he's been in.
Yup.
His character in TNA was just perfect. That presentation with him and Scarlett, and even in NXT, they were so great together.
Yes.
And they
need to let him go. They gotta let him loose.
They took it all away.
That guy, Mr. McMahon, didn't like him. Remember when he brought him up and he had him put that bondage mask on?
Yeah.
He buried him with that.
That moment, that was the end of Karrion Kross. Once he gave that to him, that was it. Karrion never bounced back from that.
Nope. He never got taken serious.
Even when he first came back and he debuted with his TNA gimmick, the leather jacket, the hair, that shit was cool. Remember?
Yeah.
And then they even tried to put him with a worthy opponent. He attacked Drew McIntyre when he first came back.
He was good bald. I don't know why they got rid of his bald look.
The bald look worked the best for him. That's what I'm saying. They grew all that out, tried to put him against Drew McIntyre. That didn't work. That bombed. And then after that, he just was random. You tried to do that thing with AJ Styles, but nobody believed that Karrion Kross was going to beat AJ Styles. So it was like, what? I don't know.
And the thing with Kross is it's all like they're empty threats because he never wins. You can do the whole TikTok thing and you can do the sand timer, but you're not backing it up at the end.
Think about this, Brock. Think about this, Brock. What was it, 2 weeks ago when he beat Kofi, right?
Mm-hmm.
He put 6 up, right? Saying that he beat 6 world champions.
Yeah.
Think about that. How many WWE superstars can say, I've beaten 6 former world champions and you got no pull? Like, you have no juice whatsoever and you've defeated 6 world champions over your career.
And still no one cares about you.
And still no one cares, bro. That's why, hey, I like you carrying. I like what you stand for, bro. But hey, man, maybe it's
I think
just
it was just the fans didn't catch on to him. That's all it is. He might have to go away and build himself again.
how many times are put.
Or maybe he's not just meant for WWE. He might just have to be meant for TNA, AEW. Because they've given his shot. He has a time slot on normal TV. So they're
Go
giving
ahead and
him a
be
chance.
friends. I say go be friends with Matt Cardona and go on down to GCW.
Yeah.
Shit, you see what Jinder Mahal's doing? Jinder Mahal's doing just randoms everywhere. Mustafa Ali is doing randoms everywhere. Like your character, people would like you on the indies a lot more probably than the main roster. Bro.
I think he's just there collecting checks, bro. He's just collecting checks with his wife. That's all they're doing. Touring all around the world with his wife, getting that
That's
money.
why they have such a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck where they're at, bro. They're in the top.
That's facts.
They don't really care. Because
That's
if he was
facts.
really passionate about his character, he would have dipped a long time ago.
That's facts. I agree with you.
Is that or he's waiting for his, or he has patience waiting for his turn?
True. And we'll wrap up Monday Night Raw. Oh yeah, we saw your boys, man. Are you guys now? You guys asked me. Now let me ask you guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you guys loving this Wyatt 6?
I like it.
I think Monday brought it from maybe around a 7 up to a 9. I was weighing my options. I didn't know where they're going to go with the Wyatt 6. I said on our last podcast, I mentioned to Chris and Ernest, like they're a mid-card act right now. They've always been placed in the mid-card. They're not fighting anybody of substance. They're fighting the old American Alpha, who is American made now, but Chad Gable is not a main event player. The Creeds are not main event players. They are in a mid-card feud right now. However, Monday, they got that main event slot, and they showed out.
Yeah. And Gable is he's going up. Gable is becoming a top heel.
Yeah, they're trying to make Gable a main event heel. Took the words right out of my mouth. This shit. Yeah, that's exactly what they've been doing. They've been trying to build Gable up. They putting Gable with the Creeds because I think that they feel the Creeds are main event tag team competition.
Yeah.
You're how you just spoke about how you just said Karrion Kross and Scarlett are just cool collecting a check and just being a part of the roster. That's exactly what Otis and Tozawa are right now.
They're comedy acts.
They're just happy to be there, bro.
Yeah.
But Gable wants more, so you got to move Gable on from Otis, so you can't keep him on that level. That's hurting Gable more than it's hurting Otis or Tozawa.
Do you think this feud with the Wyatt 6 is helping Gable right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because if you watch that match on Monday, even though American Made lost, Gable didn't really necessarily get beat down in that match. Like, Gable hit a good spot on everybody in that match. You know, Eric Warren didn't just come in there and just dominate him. You know, Loomis and Gable didn't interact that much in that match, but Gable and Joe Gacy got down. And we know Joe Gacy could get down in the ring anyway. So
he's like mini Bray.
That springboard clothesline.
Yeah, when he got thrown into the corner and he landed that. Yeah, man, that
was great.
That actually gave me like I felt Bray on that one. Like, you know, I felt that one when he
We finally see a little bit of character from Dexter Loomis. He's moving a little bit more in the ring. He's showing more emotion, more aggression in the ring. I like it.
Hopefully they let him talk.
What weight class is Dexter Loomis? He's not a cruiserweight, is he?
No, he's definitely a heavyweight.
Because he was moving like a cruiserweight in that match, though.
He can move. I feel like he moves like a young Orton.
Hey, tell me he wasn't moving so beautifully doing that worm in the beginning, though. That was crazy. Or not the worm, but just when he
Crawling
crawled
on his
his fist,
knuckles,
like
yeah.
that was he does that. That it just looks so. I don't. It looked angelic though. Like that, I was like, that's absolutely beautiful.
And I loved all the little tributes to Bray and to Brody.
Fuck yeah.
Brody one.
You see the slingshot from the top from the apron. He did the Brody, did the Brody pros. Yep, great stuff. I thought everything about Monday with the Wyatt Six was perfect. I
Now,
love the entrance. I love how they're using Shatter. That's fucking awesome. Great tribute to Bray.
Right, don't change that. Look, I don't want to bring it down, but do you guys believe in Zoe, Shayna, and Sonya?
The stud line.
Just give them a good. You gotta give them a good. Look like they're about to get jobbed out. It's damage control. But
Okay.
I believe in them if they could be good and dominant. Like they could be another Rousey type, like kill everybody. But I don't know.
They were getting
think-
this is boring chance.
Oh yeah, they're getting that
already. It's only been 3 weeks.
Is it
tough.
is it Sonya or was it Io?
Definitely not EO. Gotta be
Sonya's getting
Sonya.
that.
So is Sonya not as over as she thinks she is?
No.
Yeah, she's someone that they fucking shoved down her face with Vince. As
Oh,
a
so you
GM.
think so? Okay. Oh, so wait, that's a first. You didn't rock with Sonya Deville as a general manager?
I didn't care for her. I didn't like it.
She was trying to cause chaos. That's the only reason I was digging anything she was on. She was causing chaos, and Adam Pearce was just he's a pushover. Like, I'm ready for Adam Pearce to snap, bro. Like, I need
I want him to snap and become a wrestler.
Yes.
Right. Scrap that. Bring back Scrap
Scrap
Daddy.
Daddy.
Scrap Daddy,
Yeah.
baby. Man, give me Scrap Daddy versus Nick Aldis. Just one time, WrestleMania. Just WrestleMania. Fuck it. Let's just do
Both
it.
of them
That'll
come back.
be
Those are both good wrestlers.
GM Supremacy, and let Teddy Long be the special guest referee. And the winner after that match has to fight The Undertaker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's go. I'm all for it. That's exciting, fellas. That's good. Hey, that's good booking right there, y'all. That's top-notch booking right there.
Crazy.
Hunter, holla at a player. Holla. Yeah. Oh, man, I love that right there. That's great.
You funny, dude.
Now, let's move on, fellas. I want to ask you guys, because this is what's heavy on my wrestling heart right now, if I may, Brock. Today's Wednesday. Can we please recap? Because it was a very sad story last night
NXT.
in NXT.
Yeah.
I have a very heavy heart, and my heart just kept getting worse because let's go there. It starts off with Trick losing. My boy Trick is about to go into a downward spiral. This is going to cause Trick to turn heel. But to my boy Pete Dunne, is that fair?
I think for right now, because they're trying to push Dunn's new character.
His old character.
Well, I suppose yes, his old character.
They're reintroducing Dunn.
I mean, Pete Dunne is a main roster guy. You don't usually have your main roster guys come down to NXT to lose unless they're going to be there for a cup of coffee or they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Especially Trick Williams. I don't regularly watch NXT on a regular basis, but does Trick Williams have anything going on at the moment?
Nothing. They're waiting to move him up.
After Trick lost the title, he tried to get his little rematch against Paige. Then nothing really since, because now they're pushing Javon Evans in that spot.
But
What happened with the story with Lash Legend and Trick? Did that even go anywhere?
They dead that shit.
They deaded that shit immediately. It was getting too crazy. It really was that shit was
They're
good.
they're really dating in real life, bro.
Yeah, they're a real life couple.
Oh,
I think that's what that was. I think that was just to like let everybody know that Trick go with Lash about Trick about to win the belt. I think all that was just that. You know, Lash was like, "Ooh, my man, my man, my man." You know, whatever that crazy crap.
Yeah.
but that just goes. That's another part of why Pete Dunne went over. Trick has nothing going on. Pete
Yeah.
Dunne has an actual angle that they're trying to push with him on Raw.
With the,
He's a Raw superstar.
talking about the Sheamus thing.
The Sheamus thing, yes, him just trying to get his comeuppance because Sheamus left him.
Yep.
So he's
I didn't
that.
care, and then that doesn't really hurt Trick. Because Trick, I think, is he's on transitional of becoming on the main event. I mean, main roster move. He'll be there soon. Watch. I bet you by NXT. But I bet you by when they go to Netflix, he'll be part of the. He'll be part
Main
of it.
roster.
Watch. Yeah.
Now, are we as fans gonna get what we want? Is Trick Mellow Gang gonna come back together?
That's something they can
Mm,
bring back in the future. That's money right there. You put Trick. That's what
yes,
Melo's missing in the main event. He doesn't have that mouthpiece that got him over.
he's a
Because
heater.
Mellow, but neither one of them can really talk too well.
No, but they needed each other. They're good together.
They sound good when they
When they bounce off of each other.
Same thing with like the sad thing with the fucking Rascals. I mean, the Rascals. Yeah, the Rascals. They were so good and they killed it so fast. I mean, because it's DNA talent, so it's like you're not gonna have it. They're not gonna be there all the time. So what way to like break them up and give him the Shawn Michaels rub? The heel turn.
That's what Wesley. That's probably what they figured Wesley needed, though. They're like, look,
Yeah.
Wes, you're all sad and you look like you lost your best friend because Oba Femi beat your ass. Now you act like you don't know which way is up. Look, bro, just say F everything. Just come out, whoop everybody's ass, and just rub people the wrong way. And now, look, I'm gonna tell you like this: Wesley is actually really cut, right? It seemed like when he gave one of them the super kick, it just seemed like he's super saiyaned up. Like he just looks bigger now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like with the anger, and he just looked like he
And
walked
dude,
around like I'm Bruce Leroy. Like
Wesley as a face will be saved for the main roster. That's gonna be gold, money gold. When he goes to the main roster, Wesley will be like, I think he could be like a John Cena.
Wesley versus Braun Breaker again. All those throwback great NXT rivalries that we had are gonna be the future main roster main event.
Even with Dragunov.
That's the number one beef I'm so waiting to really be like Brock Lesnar, Roman. I need Dragunov and Braun Breaker. I really need them to.
Even Gunther's Dragunov, bro. Fuck.
I just need that one time because we know how good that match is. But if I'm but I don't know, man. Dragunov, Gunther.
There's a lot of good dudes. A lot of
McIntyre is gonna be great.
It's fuck yeah. There's so many, bro. That's why in reality, I wish they made the championship more competitive and it bounced around a bit. Because there's a lot of main eventers that can build out of this. If they had like a bunch of them, all the young talent fighting for that world title, and like every month or every 2 months someone's a new champ, I'm with it, bro. Because there's so many good headliners you could build from this.
Right.
Mello, Dragunov, Gunther, McIntyre, Punk, fucking Seth Rollins. There's so many of them, bro. You can fucking Bronson Reed now. What he did to fucking Seth Rollins. Damn.
I've been loving Bronson Reed, man. Brock, are you sold on Bronson Reed or you don't believe in Bronson?
I've liked Bronson. I've liked him since he was Jonah. I've always seen something.
He was good in New Japan, bro.
Big guy.
He's a fucking good wrestler in New Japan.
And I mean, he wasn't being used terribly before this. He's had some really solid matches and solid feuds. He's had a good solid feud with Sheamus, good solid feud with Ivar. He shows out. He's not a bad wrestler. That was unexpected but I loved it. And obviously, the fucking audience loved it too. The audience, one more time, and that's Seth Rollins on the ground. That's the boy, you know. Like you got the audience to like almost turn on Seth Rollins.
And you know what? I'm giving props right now to Seth fucking Rollins. Since WrestleMania, he's been a fucking true trooper, helping everyone get over with Rhodes, with the Punk bullshit, and now he's helping.
He put his
He's a
stuff to the
fucking
side
trooper,
to work
bro.
with Punk.
And yeah, now he's doing Jonah a favor. Like he's doing that shit's he's fucking. I love him. I respect Rollins. He's a company man. You can't fucking go no wrong with him. He's really dope.
Will Bronson Reed and Drew McIntyre ever cross paths?
Yes, they have.
They
have to.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, Bronson Reed's not going to be winning this feud, but
no,
this is going to make Bronson Reed a better wrestler. He's working with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, this is his test drive of the main event.
We'll put you against Seth and see how you do. If you show up,
I'm with that, bro. And he's gonna fucking kill it because he's a fucking New Japan wrestler, bro.
And it's not just a we're gonna put you with Seth and we're gonna test you. That's not just that, because I doubt that's Triple H's mindset.
That's why we're putting you with Seth.
It's not just that. It's also we're putting you with Seth. You can learn from Seth. Seth Seth is a veteran. He is the guy, you know. He's been in this business for how fucking long now? I don't know the exact amount of years, but he is somebody you should be going to for advice. And anybody who's not, I would say, at a main event level, coming from a Bronson Reed level, going to a feud with Seth, you have to be all ears with Seth. You gotta like poke and prod that guy.
Yeah.
What can I do better? What am I lacking? What do you think I need in this match? What should I do different? So I think it's going to be nothing but great for Bronson.
Seth Rollins said, you know, I know everybody holds Roman to the standard of like Hogan and Bruno and all them, but he said he can be all of them, but he could never be a Bret Hart, a Shawn Michaels, a Eddie Guerrero. That's me. Now, when you say those names and you put the charisma and the character behind them, would you rather have the career of a HBK, Bret Hart, something like that, or would you rather go the Hogan and the Bruno and the, you know, those guys? Would you go that route? The Cenas?
Either or is good. I like both. I mean, they all like fucking. In the end of the day, I have good legacies, all of them. So, shit.
If you could go like in-ring abilities amongst those guys, would you rather have like that heavyweight dominance power of like a Hogan or a Cena?
I'd rather be like an Eddie.
You'd rather have
the Bret, Shawn. I like the storytelling, the technique, the technical. I like that more. When I create a wrestler, that's what I look for.
Did you guys see AEW tonight? Did you guys get a chance to peep anything going down there tonight?
I've seen a couple of things. I don't want to, see any more because I do like watching AEW. As much as it's not as great as it once was, I still have a special place in my heart for AEW. I still watch it, not as often, but I will catch Dynamite at least. I thought Collision was going to be a really good thing when they first brought it out. I liked the split roster, even though it was for Punk's reason to keep Punk away from the Bucks and all that bullshit. But I liked it. I liked the split roster. I liked Collision, and now it's just kind of gone down. It's again the random matchmaking, random ass fucking matches with no story behind it.
Are you guys fans of Swerve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Swerve is great. I think he could easily come back to WWE after this run.
With this character?
Yeah, Of course, it has to be this character. You can't go back to fucking to Shane or what was his name? It wasn't even Shane Strickland. It was what was his name in WWE?
Same
Forgot.
shit.
It was Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, Swerve Strickland.
Was it the same exact thing?
Yeah, he had the Swerve character.
Yeah, but he had a different.
He was
first
a
credit
rapper.
for a
That's
while.
it.
Yeah, I know. He was just part of a.
He just
Hit
carried
Row.
it on, dude. He literally carried
yeah,
Hit
he
Row
had the whole
too.
Swerve thing with Hit Row.
Yeah, it's the same character.
Well, I mean, there's not even a character. He is a rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
he's a real rapper. I mean, that's what his
you
character
talking
was
about-
with Hit Row.
It was Isaiah Swerve Scott.
There you go.
There you go, Swerve Scott.
Swerve Scott.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, not Strickland. Strickland is Scott was with
I
him.
think that's his real name, isn't it?
Yeah. Shane Strickland.
Yeah, he was Swerve Scott, but he was already Swerve, so he already had that.
You think
He didn't have
WWE?
He didn't have the swag he has now, though.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, he gained that. He gained that in AEW. His new desperate and psychotic type Swerve. He got that in AEW.
Do you think he got that in AEW, or he already had it, but WWE didn't let him bring it out?
Maybe WWE let him bring it out.
Maybe they knew that was too much of a gem, and he was going to outshine some other stars that they didn't want him to outshine yet.
I don't think Vince saw that in him. Vince cut his ass quick.
Vince did. I wonder if he had like when just thinking, just having random thoughts like when Swerve was in WWE. I wonder like if he had a close relationship with like a Booker T. Like, was he connected close to Bobby Lashley, or like, did you communicate with Undertaker enough to just like, did you rub the right guys? Like, did you have a relationship with Edge on some other shit? Like, or did you stay away from all them so when it was time to probably fight for you, nobody knew you enough to be like, keep him?
Most likely, because that's how there's a lot of politics in WWE. There's always veterans fighting for someone.
Yeah, I know you know the one rule about like WWE's a big superstar will like get you out of there quick if you don't like you got to shake everybody's hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's like their biggest thing. I don't care if I'm walking the same opposite direction of you and we don't have no reason to say nothing. You better stop and say hi. My name is just because if you don't, I think that's what the Miz went through. Do that type of stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure on that one, but maybe if they hated on the boy, Miz bad.
But I definitely think Swerve is a much bigger star than he was in the WWE, and he can easily come back into WWE with that character. Maybe not to the degree. Maybe because they're going Netflix now, he might be able to bring out more of that character.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Could you imagine Prince Nana coming down the ramp of WrestleMania?
I don't know about him though.
What? You can't have Swerve without Nana.
At this point, yeah, that's blasphemy to have Swerve without Nana.
I mean, I bet, but he's funny as fuck.
That's the point. That's his character.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess that's where he'll get over that way.
Oh, so you don't rock with Nana? Oh, that hurt.
Ever since he always had a faction, right? So
yeah, he's always had a faction since ROH, the Embassy.
Yeah, I never fucked with the Embassy.
No,
yeah, the Embassy was great. They had some awesome people there. Anyways, let's get off track. Keep on the Raw. Keep it on the Raw. New Judgment Day. Rhea and Damien are out of the Judgment Day. Liv is in. Finn is the quote-unquote de facto new leader, even though he says there are no leaders. And now Carlito seems to be officially part of the New Day.
Carlito is now an official member.
He got that. You see his shirt? He's got the New Day shirt with the bad apple in it.
That I might invest in that one, but I just might have to.
I like
That
it. I like the whole no new leader shit because it does go with storylines. Because David Priest and Ripley were really rocking that leadership role that they got overthrown. I like it.
so that's what I'm saying. So with that being said, can you really just automatically want to take Priest's side?
Nope.
You can't because look what he did last year. He cost Finn the match. He, just like JD said, you didn't want me in the crew. You didn't want Carlito in the crew. Every time something went wrong, he always went straight to Finn. What did you do? What
Yep.
happened? Getting pissed at Finn all the time. Always bringing his anger out on Finn. It's justified. Can't feel
Yep.
that bad for Priest.
What I'm most
I love
excited,
it.
what I'm most impressed about with this whole new Judgment Day is JD McDonough finally showed everybody that he can really get down in the ring. Because
Yeah.
he really almost pulled that W out. I mean, you knew he wasn't going to win. But JD gave Damian Priest a run for his money.
I like his new attitude too.
Exactly. And when when Finn Balor in the promo said that I'm not going to fight you tonight, but JD will, it hit differently. It wasn't like JD, like, Priest gonna smash JD. Like, it was like, oh, JD might actually,
You know
dude,
what
you
JD
never
this is
liked
from?
me, huh?
This is the JD from NXT UK,
NXT.
like that Chris Benoit type JD.
I know it's a touchy subject for the world when we bring that man's name up into it, but when we're only talking about as a wrestler,
And he reminds me of it though, right? JD UK JD was like
he is.
fuck
I
yeah, he was like a
Rabbit
Benoit,
Wolverine. Just a really
rabid.
big headed, a really, 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 really big headed Rabbit Wolverine, but a Rabbit Wolverine nonetheless.
I'll be
Yes, sir.
honest, when they announced JD, when Finn said, "You're not going to fight me, you're going to fight JD," I wasn't with it at first because I thought it was like, oh, here we go again. Pawning it off on JD. You're not going to go and fight Priest. You're going to be the coward heel. Pawn it off on JD. But after that match, way different opinion. I saw JD as more of an equal in the group.
Yep.
I didn't see him as because look, the whole fucking time we've been, with JD in the group with Priest, everybody's like, "Oh,
He's the
send
last.
JD out, send JD to Braun. You got the Braun profile. Go deal with Braun. Fuck. Why don't Priest go deal with Braun? You're the big motherfucker. Deal with it. Stop sending JD.
Treat him like he's the lackey of the group.
Yeah." So that's why I wasn't so sure about it at first. I was like, JD's just going back to the lackey now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's looking good.
But yeah, he definitely showed us he's not a lackey anymore, man. JD.
No, he's gonna put up some good matches.
Unfortunately,
gotta remember
it's
this
looking
too.
like. Go ahead.
I was just one comment. You just got to remember also at the same token, even though we know JD to be not the whatever in the group, he's still one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. So you can't have your Raw Tag Team Champion just out here catching L's left and right. Because it's like, why do they have the belts then? Like, And Finn is still a Tag Team Champion right now himself. So
That's kind of one I wanted to segue into is those tag team championships. Because it doesn't look like they might be holding on to them for too much longer. Looks like we're getting Sammy J. Getting a bloodline reunion. Jay said, yo, you go get that IC title. We're going to handle that business with with Judgment Day, and you're going to be a double champ. Now, I don't think he's going to be a double champ because there's no way he's going and beating Braun. But
Braun's going to help him.
They got to have something for Jay, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they want to push him as that single star as a champion.
Mm-mm.
They're not going to put him back with Jimmy right now. I don't think that's going to come to fruition at the moment. Down the line. but they got to have something for Jay to do. So stick him back with Sammy. Give him a tag team title run.
I'm gonna say my rebuttal on that. I mean, clearly, we all are gonna have a better understanding, but I don't want to speak on that until after Friday, because I have to say whether or not Jay's coming back fast enough based on what Roman says on Friday.
I think Roman's going to be on his own for a little bit. I don't think Roman should have any help right away. It can't be right away, because you got to put in that story of why is Jay coming back to help Roman? Why should he? Why should Jimmy come back to help Roman? Why should Sammy come back to help Roman with all the shit that Roman put them through?
Because technically they're all still mad at him right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to put in that story of why. So that's why I think Roman needs to be on his own for a while. He doesn't have anybody to help him anymore. Roman is outcasting everyone.
What do you consider a while, in your opinion?
Give it maybe a month or two. Slowly build up. Roman keeps getting beat down. Roman keeps getting beat down.
So Survivor Series, maybe?
I don't know. I think they're gonna. I think Roman's gonna come out with Zilla.
Crown Jewel? No, he's gonna come out with Hakuleo.
Hakuleo?
He signed.
Oh, with the other Tonga?
That's gonna be the next one that's gonna show up with Roman and them. It's gonna be how I pronounce Hakuleo? Hikuleo? Hikuleo, yeah.
You don't think they're gonna put Hikuleo with his brothers?
That'd be cool if they put him against his brothers. So it's like, so they that'd be kind of cool.
He's their brothers, but he'll be introduced as a cousin on WWE.
I don't think they'll do that, because I think they're trying to treat the audience that they know this, or that, I mean, they're bringing up references of Gorillas of Destiny. So I don't think they're going to say, oh, it's just a cousin. That's definitely going to be his little brother.
Right. Okay. Right.
I mean, it'll be cool. He'll have some Tongans on his side.
Right. Now we both got crazy mother effers. You feel me? And then I'm still sold on the aspect of. I know this is just a popular thing, but I'm one of the ones that say Jacob is really on Roman's side, bro.
I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be cool, but fuck, then that's taken away from Jacob versus Roman, and I would love to see that.
Nah, I don't want Jacob versus Roman.
You don't want to see Jacob versus Roman?
Nah.
What?
It's too many. Nah.
I would love to see Solo and Jacob go at it.
Nah, hell no. Jacob, no. Hell. You gotta put Jacob in the ring with somebody that can go. Like, I want to see Jacob in the ring with a Dragunov, or I want to see Jacob in the ring. I'm Tony Khan booking in my head right now. I want to see Jacob in the ring with an AJ. I want to see Jacob in the ring with a Braun Breaker. Shit, I want to see Jacob in the ring with a Bronson Reed, bro. That's money. Jacob and Bronson agree to disagree, but I can see that.
I can see all of those matches happening. I'm just saying, for this storyline, for the bloodline storyline.
No, we're gonna get Roman versus Solo.
We are, but I think we need Roman versus Jacob as well. I think that's just personally me. That's a match I want to see.
The hard questions: why does Jacob fight Roman?
He's part of the bloodline. That's he's got to go for his bro. He's got Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief says, go fight Roman for the fucking bloodline. You do what the Tribal Chief says. Unless, like you said, Jacob is a spy for Roman. But if he's not, you gotta mix it up with Roman if you're part of that crew. You can't just have the bloodline and have Roman go straight after Solo, with Solo being that coward heel he is right now.
Well, then he's gonna Roman against
He's gonna go through all of them eventually before he gets to Solo.
He ain't gonna go through. He's not going through Tonga. Get your blind ass out my face. I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny though. I feel bad for my boy Tonga, man, because
Oh,
all
Tongaloa.
yeah, because
They clown on him. They clown on him on. He has memes, bro. How bad he's a wrestler.
Brock, this is a question for you because I know that you would know this for sure. With the way that Orange Cassidy does that baby soft tap fighting style, did him and Tama Tonga ever do that against each other?
No.
I would love to see that. That would
Tama
be
versus Orange Cassidy.
I don't
yes,
think they've ever fought.
only just to see them both do that. You know that incredible hard hitting.
But Oranges is all about the psychology. It's not, it's not. I mean, it's goofy, but it's for psychology reasons.
Yeah, very very true.
Orange Cassidy can get over in WWE.
No,
I don't think so. I
no.
think he's got his limit in AEW. I think he might be an AEW champion one day. I think it's possible for him to be world champion, but that would be his ceiling.
Crazy.
I think it's possible the way they push him. I thought his international title run was great. I thought he was a crazy workhorse with that title. I love the story of he's been fucking nonstop defending that title, nonstop, and he's just getting more beat down and more beat down, and it's just harder and harder for him to win a match, but he ends up pulling it out each and every time. I loved that entire run. I was sad that he dropped the belt. Then I was happy he won it back again, and I was sad he lost it again. I like the Orange Cassidy character. I don't know. I know it's goofy for a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't fuck with it, but I like it.
He was one of the first when I first started peeping AEW, like a lot. He was one of the first gimmicks that I thought was very, very like attractive. You feel me?
It's a dumb gimmick, but it's pro fucking wrestling, man. So I can hate on
It's so like you can't help but like it when you first seen him. He's just so cool.
Yeah.
But then it's just like after a while, you're like, all right, I need a little bit more aggressiveness. Like, even I don't know. But I like you said, Brock. Orange Cassidy's always been a fan favorite. So
his look looks like a Heath Slater.
Somebody said, you just made me think of the comparison thing. Somebody said that Tyler Breeze's old tag team is just Pretty Deadly reincarnated.
Tyler Breeze and
they said that shit on the fucking
Fandango?
Fandango and them. That's what someone said.
It was
when they're doing
autographs. It was Breeze and Fandango.
Yeah, they were their tag teams together.
Yeah, the Fashion Police.
That's right.
They should bring Breeze with Pretty Deadly. That'd be a good faction.
Breezango.
Yeah.
Breezango. That shit. That's what it was.
I mean, Pretty Deadly is just kind of a combination of them and
they're just UK version.
Them and MXM.
He said that shit on when they're getting autographs. I saw a video where someone brought it up. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, we saw the same thing. Then yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, and Tyler Breeze was like agreeing with it.
Yeah, he was sitting at the table with them, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Is he still employed in WWE?
He has to be because he's doing the
up, down, down.
Yeah, and he does too much promotions for WWE for him to not have any connection or ties. I would assume.
He was a good fucking worker too, dude. That Tyler Breeze character was so fucking Zoolander.
I love the original version.
So did you guys rock with Tyler Breeze or Zack Ryder?
I like both of them. They're both good.
I always
That's why,
liked
like,
both. I always liked the Tyler Breeze and Zack Ryder characters. I mean, I fucking
yeah,
loved Radio was a great song, and I loved the Hosky song. That was like
yeah.
one of our first videos that went viral on our page.
Mm.
And then he's a hardcore toy guy. I like him for that.
And he's a crazy
Collector.
businessman.
He's smart. He's not over by himself, bro.
He got over when the company did not want him to get over.
Yup. He made himself over, so I respect him. And now he's made his Matt Cardona character better. So hopefully he can come back one day and own up and get some fucking real good wrestling matches with his character.
Absolutely.
He deserves that shit. He's a character, bro. He's wrestling himself, bro. He's such a fan and he developed his character. They gotta give him his flowers, bro. They gotta put him on that main stage with his wife. Him and his wife need to have like a good run together.
Hell yeah. Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green as a team.
Fuck yeah. Them both winning chips too. They have to win together. They have to both like hold it down by winning.
Respect to that.
I love that.
Do you think that did that main event from Monday night, did that help the Creeds be taken seriously as a strong tag team contender?
I don't think it has yet.
No, it's they just got jobbed out.
Do you think they're going to potentially be on their way, or are they just going to become a jobber tag team? I hope not.
No, they'll be on their way.
Tag team. No, they'll after this feud with the Wyatts. I think we'll see some more with them.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they just don't turn into lackeys with Chad, because they're really fucking good. I suggest
Like
both of you, if you haven't seen their matches at Bloodsport.
Say that again.
Their matches in GCW, the Bloodsport.
The Creeds?
Yeah, they just both recently had matches at Bloodsport. Really good matches, especially Brutus. He's a fucking animal. That guy.
And he loves pizza rolls.
They're the new Steiner brothers.
Yes, I could see that. Definitely could see that.
The Julius was the match against Matt Mikowski.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I like that little Bloodsport shit. I feel like
Tom Lawler.
WWE trying to copy that shit with the underground shit that they were doing.
Yeah,
That's exactly where they got that idea from.
Yep.
The no rope.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool idea. I think WWE can. They had their version, but this one's nice because it really feels like a Fight Club.
Yeah.
Watch Shane McMahon take that to AEW.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's what he brought into WWE.
He brought the underground thing so he could.
Yeah, it was him who brought that lame ass shit. It was lame in WWE.
He didn't even use Shayna the first time. You fucked up. You messed up on that one, man. You were supposed to bring Shayna on that.
Should have been their star.
Vince took that shit away from him. He ruined that underground shit.
Man.
Yeah, they tried to make it all like sexual and shit with the go-go dancers and all that stuff.
Oh God, that was not a good look, man.
That was so bad.
One thing real quick, back to the bloodline topic. If you bring Zilla, I think, Brock, you said this earlier. I apologize if I misheard you, but if you bring Zilla to this story, does he go to Solo side or does he come to Roman's side?
I feel like he should go Roman.
As the littlest, so he can be like the littlest brother to Jay and Jimmy.
He's gonna be a star more than them. I think all the young Samoans are gonna rise faster than Jimmy and the Usos and Roman.
Yeah, because I think some of these newer ones probably
Look, Solo already made it vetted. I mean, shit. Jacob's gonna come follow his suit, and then Zilla, the way he fucking rocks that spike. My God, the spike out of nowhere. That's his shit. Man,
they have high hopes for Jacob to give him a title in his third match.
Shit, I know, dude. He already got a fucking title.
Crazy.
3 matches in.
He got a title in his third match. I ain't been here that long, and I'm already making more money than y'all.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a new sub.
Damn.
Hey,
what a day
Brock,
to be a Uso.
Right, Brock. Biggie, do I got time to ask you guys a random question?
Yeah, man. Let's wrap it up with this random question, man.
All right, let's go ahead. If you guys could be chefs for any wrestler in WWE, who would you want to cook for? I tell you, it's a random question. It held no substance.
I have a funny answer. I have a very funny answer because it'd be the easiest person to cook for. Dominic Mysterio.
Chicken nuggets.
Just put the air fryer, chicken strips, and chicken nuggets. There you go.
Go to Albertsons, spend about $20 on a bag of chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh my god, dude.
I don't. If I actually want to give a remotely of a real answer, I don't think I would necessarily want to cook for anybody in WWE. But there are two gentlemen in WWE that I would love to be in the backyard with a glass of whiskey and just have a ball with a lot of meat. Pause. That would be in Otis and Baron Corbin.
I knew you were gonna say Corbin.
Definitely, because side note, fellas, I do cook. I actually contract a couple of my meals out to a couple businesses around where I stay at.
Nice.
You guys will partake in my food soon. But yeah, Baron Corbin cooks. Yeah, man, I would just love to kick it with Corbin and just.
I heard. What's his name is a good barbecue guy too. The one you said, Big Boy.
Otis, yeah.
They said. I heard about that.
That's why I mentioned him, because I've seen a couple videos of Brother Otis getting down and Mr. Corbin doing their thing at their homes, and right up the alley of how I get down. So yeah, for sure. Big E, Brock, I just want to say, guys, this has been an absolute blast. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart of allowing me to come hang out with you guys. We're just going to get bigger and greater and much better and have a lot of fun in the future, man. And
we feel the same with you, man. We appreciate your love for wrestling, and that's why we had added you to our group, man. You're in our stable now.
For sure.
You're in our faction, boy, so welcome home, and, make it yours.
Don't none of y'all pull no Finn Balor on me, man, and beat me when I'm
Nah, man.
All love all the time. Like you said, it's like the Shield before, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we're Shield now. Hopefully we can get to that Wyatt or the NWO swag. So
we're going to be the 2024 Four Horsemen, fellas.
Right.
Yeah. People later down the line. I mean, we keep it open. If someone vibes with us, we're not going to hold it back. So people that are listening.
Oh, yeah. So if you guys like what you hear, you want to be a part of it, man, you tap in with us, man. But you like they said, you got to prove yourself. I guess I did what I was supposed to do. Still got work. It doesn't stop now because you got in. Dad, kick your ass out the door fast.
It just started, man. Now it's time to work.
It's time to work, fellas. You know what it is.
All right, junkies.
All right, fellas. Everybody have a beautiful night, man. Junkie World, we will see you soon.
See y'all later, junkies. Don't forget to peep the website, WrestlingJunkiesPod.com. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Yeah.
Follow the junkies.
Follow the junkies.
Don't forget to check out our sponsors on Instagram. Spice up your life with Hot Bob's Hot Sauce. Perfect for any meal. Need food catering? Lasa de la Costa has you covered with amazing home-cooked meals. And for a fresh cut on the go, check out Toe Barber Mobile Barbershop.